Today, I'm talking to the 30,000 subscribers of Frank26. You've been scammed. He's nothing but a modern day snake oil salesman lying to you to take your money. And I'm going to prove it to you today. In order to expose his elaborate scheme, I'm going to start by showing you how he's been constantly lying to you for years. And then I'll go through a recent video to show you how he uses his complex web of lies to take your money. From his first videos in 2019, you can see that all along, he's known that he's been giving you bad investment advice that will never work out. He tries to legally protect himself by saying things like,
and it's a speculative investment. There's nothing more but a guess.
But when he follows it up 5 seconds later by saying,
I believe that we are very fortunate not to be guessing any longer.
He completely contradicts the warning he just gave. If you're not guessing, that means you know. But of course, he doesn't know, so obviously he's lying. He even says explicitly that he knows the currency is about to go up in value later in that video.
They're about to add value to our currency. I know.
Obviously, he didn't know that because the currency was significantly devalued about a year later. So he said that in 2019. Then in 2020, he said,
I believe that this past Monday, they pushed the button on the 30-day countdown of the formation and the announcement and the introduction of the budget and the introduction of a new rate, all within that 30-day time frame. I feel like I'm 99% positive about this.
Then in 2021, he said,
and it should tell you that they are raising the value of their currency. Our government knows you're going to make millions and millions.
That was almost 3 years ago. Have you made millions off your dinars yet? No. Then in 2022, he said,
because they want to talk about the new exchange rate immediately.
So you really shouldn't be surprised when in a recent 2023 video, he started off by saying,
as you know, we are seeing indications that we are very close to our investment.
And this is where we get into the 6 ways he uses those lies to make money off you. Ploy number 1, he uses this lie to promote a product.
As you know, we are seeing indications that we are very close to our investment. And a trust fund is a wonderful mechanism to use vehicle to protect your investment. So we're going to start tonight with the first 30 minutes of an infomercial.
So he's saying that since you're about to get rich, you need to protect your investment with a trust. We'll get more into the merits of that in a second, but you should know he's definitely getting paid to put this infomercial into his video. Then throughout the video, he also goes into full sleazy salesman mode to push this product. That's where ploy number 2 to take your money comes in, because he almost certainly gets paid for every person that signs up for one of these trusts through his website.
You need to protect your investment that the Lord is going to give you.
So he preys on people of faith by implying that the Lord is going to give him this investment.
It is part of your proper stewardship. You just can't be lackadaisical about it and put it in a bank account. 3 banks folded this year.
Okay, hold on a minute. So he's saying you shouldn't put your money in a bank account. You should put it in a trust account. Do you know what a trust account is? It's a bank account held at the bank with the exact same $250,000 of FDIC insurance as any other bank account. A trust account is just a wrapper to put your accounts in. They do have benefits, but protection from bank defaults is not one of them. And by the way, the government made all depositors whole this year, so none of them lost any money when their banks failed.
The protection group offers you a package. Our package comes with 10 trusts, not just one. If you only have one trust, and you're the trustee of that trust, you don't have asset protection.
Wow. Okay, so let me get this straight. He's telling people that they should buy not 1, but 10 trusts to protect assets that they don't even have. Oh, this will cost $2,900, by the way. In order to make money from the infomercial and make even more money from selling a product that you don't need, he's told you a lie that God is about to give you a windfall of money, a lie that this mythical money will be at a massive risk from bank failures, and another lie that trust protect you from bank failures, which they don't. It's hard to believe, but his money-making ploy number 2 gets even worse. Here, he promotes a product that he claims will fight cancer.
The other product that we have, aloe vera. Remember aloe vera? That's what keeps my sugar down to underneath 100. And what does a cancer cell eat? Cookies. Sugar. So that's why I want you to know that aloe vera, which is the product that we have that really controls sugar,
is 15% off.
Okay, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to refute the merits of this product the same way I'll refute his investment claims, but he is also not a doctor. And you should know that Aloe Vera is run by a guy named Sam Castor, who has a long criminal history of selling fake products. He said his company Eagle Shield had a product developed by NASA that could reduce heating and cooling costs by 40%. But there was just one problem. The Attorney General of Texas found that the technology had been around way before NASA and did not reduce customers' bills like they said. His next product was a pest control device that was found to be a hoax. Then the Attorney General of Texas found that his company, Manatech, made a series of material misrepresentations and allowed their employees to make false claims concerning the efficacy of Manatech products. So it shouldn't surprise you that Frank26 claims that aloe vera will help you fight cancer, even though aloe vera's products are basically just aloe vera. And aloe vera has never been shown to help fight cancer. This is the kind of person Frank26 is. He's a modern day snake oil salesman just trying to get your money any way he can. That brings us to his third shady ploy to screw people out of their money. Aloe vera is one of many multi-level marketing schemes, or MLMs, that Frank26 promotes. Now, what's a multi-level marketing scheme? In a nutshell, it's a pyramid scheme that uses a loophole in the legal system to avoid prosecution. In a pyramid scheme, you can only make money by recruiting other people. In a multi-level marketing scheme, you just make almost all your money by recruiting other people. But you can also technically make some money by selling products. When you Google aloe vera, it doesn't even say it's a healthcare company or anything like that. Their main business is recruiting people to recruit other people. Studies show that in multi-level marketing schemes, nearly 99% of people lose money. I bet Frank26 is in the 1%. He also promotes another MLM called a Novate.
If you take a Novate, you will wipe out. You will wipe out the bad bacteria that's causing you to have hemorrhoids.
They received a warning in 2023 from the Federal Trade Commission, or FTC, called a Notice of Penalty Offenses concerning substantiation of product claims. In plain English, we're suspicious that you're selling snake oil. Oh, by the way, aloe vera got one too. Modere is another shady MLM that he promotes. In 2020, they received this warning letter from the FTC because they were unlawfully advertising that their products treated or prevented that 2020 sickness and misrepresenting that the consumers who signed up with them were likely to earn substantial income. Classic MLM. Valera is another MLM that's been sued multiple times. They made false claims about their Active Pure technology and screwed school districts out of millions of dollars. LifeWave, the maker of the stem cell patches, LifeVantage, and many of the other companies he promotes are MLM schemes that have been sued multiple times for false advertising. These are just more ways for Frank26 to make money. Ploy number 4 to take your money is how he tries to bait you into paying for his membership.
And you are a member of ktfalways.com. And if you're not, look, you're going to be regretting it.
Oh man, you're going to regret it if you don't join. So why will you be regretting it if you don't join?
We're going to put not 800 numbers. We're going to put the names of the banks, their phone numbers, their address, their email, their bank managers, officers' names, their spread, everything that you need to know. Not no stupid 800 number that doesn't even exist.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You'll regret not joining because he's not going to put some stupid 800 numbers that don't exist. He's going to put up some banks that don't exist and their phone numbers, which start with 800. Okay, guys, hold on while I go start my membership. And by the way, he says if you don't join, it must be because you're too stupid to figure out how.
That's why you need to be a member of ktfalways.com. And if you're not, it's probably too confusing.
Whoa, don't you just love infomercials and high-pressure sales tactics? Well, if those weren't enough, Frank's 5th ploy to take your money is a little more straightforward. He just asks you for it.
I want you to go into our forum because you are a member of ktfalways.com. Now let's go on in here. And thank you again for those of you that are helping us with financial contributions.
Now, here's where it gets really sad. Look what Frank26 is doing to people's lives. This commenter on the right says he'll happily give Frank more of his money, but he doesn't have any more money because he spent it all on dinars. This right here is the exact reason why I keep making these videos. This isn't some innocent, oh, I threw $100 at it and I hope it goes up one day. This scam is ruining people's lives. It's got to be stopped. So that's why I'm making these videos. Then he pulls on your heartstrings by claiming that your donations are for some guy named Walking Stick with cancer.
My dear friend, when he told me that he had cancer, I said, well, let me help. And he says, no. And then the next thing I know, the good Lord told me to talk to you about it.
Now, who knows if any of that is true, But he even admits that the money doesn't actually go to Walking Stick. Check this out.
He tells me, Frank, you tell me that KTFA family members have sent me dinars? I said, yes, sir. I possess them. I take care of them for you. When we meet, I'll give them to you. He said, no, you keep them and use them for the ministry work of KTFA.
Now, listen to this next one. Does this sound like a guy who really cares about the cause he claims to care about? Or does he just want to take your money?
Would it be beneficial just to donate dinar to your favorite charity outright? No, E.M. Scott, because we need the money. Every 2 weeks, I have to collect $1,700.
Don't worry, I'll get the money where it needs to go. And here's point number 6 to take your money. Frank 26 is selling dinars.
Take the receipt that you got from my broker because you bought them from me, right?
I really can't believe this. Okay, look, here he's charging you $190 for 100,000 Iraqi dinars. Now, how many Iraqi dinars should $190 buy you? It should buy you almost 250,000 dinars. Or, get this, put differently, 100,000 Iraqi dinars should cost you $76.34. But he's charging you $190. That's Frank taking 60% of your investment right off the bat. I don't even know how much he'd want to take your dinars back if you wanted to sell. Looks like that's not even an option. This is a scam. Let me leave you with this.
Does anyone know what a statement of fact is? I don't know, but I can tell you that a fact is very brutal. A fact is very brutal because it's the truth.
Finally, something we can agree on. He may actually not even know what a statement of fact is because pretty much everything he says is a lie. But he's right. If you look at the facts here, the truth is very brutal. The truth is that this entire operation is a giant scam and he's just been exposed. He's been telling blatant lies for years to trick people into giving him their hard-earned money. Here are the 7 ways he's using you to make money. 1, he makes money from you watching his channel, probably a few $100 from a typical video. 2, he makes money from selling advertisements. 3, he makes money from affiliate deals when he pushes products, which are often fake. 4, he makes money from pushing multi-level marketing companies. 5, he makes money from selling subscriptions based on false promises. 6, he makes money from soliciting donations that he clearly doesn't need. And 7th, and worst of all, he makes money by directly scamming people out of their investments by selling the Iraqi dinar at a massive markup based on false hopes that'll make them rich overnight. Please, let's put an end to this horrific scam. Send this to anyone you know who's been caught up in this scam, especially if they're a follower or a normal viewer or a subscriber of Frank 26. My channel, Fundamentals of Finance, is an investment channel. It's not a dinar channel. I created it to help everyday people learn how the professionals invest. Now, I'm making dinar content because this is a horrible scam. It's ruining people's lives and I desperately want to stop it. I have nothing, no paid subscriptions, no course, no nothing. And no, I don't own dinars. Everyone thinks I own dinars somehow. No, I don't own dinars. I'm definitely not selling you dinars. And I don't want your donations. I have nothing to sell you. I only want your help spreading the word so that no one else has to lose their home or their family to the scam. If you like this video, please hit that like button. And also, you may want to hit that subscribe button because more dinar gurus like Melanie and Nader the Hater are about to go down. If you missed them, I've already done videos on Mark Z, Militiaman, and Pimpy. Now, I'll put all these videos down below, but I've done one video refuting every common lie that the dinar gurus tell you. So this is talking about the Kuwaiti dinar, JP Morgan's over there, all that stuff. That video is below. And I have to say, the funniest thing about all this is that people that watch dinar content, what do they ultimately want? They want to give their money to an investment and receive a positive return in return, right? But just off the top of my head, 2 ETFs I told you about this year. UTSL, I told you about it October 4th. UTSL, it's a utilities ETF. Around the time I'm filming this video, it's up about 20% since October 4th. And I told you about it October 4th. Also, way earlier this year, in March, I told you about the DPST ETF. I made a lot of videos on that, but depending on when you bought and sold, a lot of people made between 20 and 80%. So my channel gives you good investment ideas, which is ultimately what people are looking for. You got to ask yourself, who would you rather follow? The guy who gives you valuable investment ideas for free or the guy who charges you for snake oil? I'll stop there and let me just say, thank you for watching. And if you want to join my free Discord, check out the link below in the description.